everybody, this is Taylor Western with Speech Eats, and today I have my brother Clay. He's here. Can you say hi, Clay? And I have my fiance Jay on the screen, or on camera. Can you say hi, Jay?
Yo.
All right, we are going to make a tomato soup. So Jay and I get to hang out with Clay every Friday night, so we like to make Clay's favorites. So his favorite is tomato soup. I like to recommend tomato soup because a lot of kids on the spectrum, they don't like their foods mixed together. Casseroles, chicken noodle soups, those have a lot going on. But a tomato soup is great because it's smooth, so there's not a lot of surprises, and then kids can dip grilled cheese in it. Clayman loves tomato soup. His favorite is Nordstrom's. He's a fancy boy. So he's gonna help me make this tomato soup. Now I have butter and garlic heated up right now, or butter and olive oil, and I'm gonna have Clayman help. Can you put the garlic in? So I like to have Clay really help out with the kitchen. Clay eats a lot of foods. He likes to eat oysters, and part of it was because I had him in the kitchen. So he tried new foods. Thanks for stirring, bud. So we're gonna let that garlic heat up, and we are also gonna add some pureed tomato soup, or pureed tomato sauce. I got this recipe from my friend Carrie, so this is Carrie's tomato soup. She's a physical therapist I work with. I work with OT, PT, speech, nutrition, and special education. So I get to see a lot of different perspectives when it comes to feeding and child development. So we got our garlic heated up. Now we don't want to overcook the garlic, because when you overcook the garlic, it becomes bitter. So you want to make sure it's just nicely cooked. And then we're going to add in our tomato puree. Now, I like doing tomato puree. You can do a crushed tomato, but for the purposes of this soup, I like the pureed because it's smoother. And so kiddos who are on the spectrum, or kids who are picky, are going to want that smoother consistency. If you have a child on the spectrum, you might notice that they like goldfish, crackers. They like foods to be unsurprising. They don't like foods to be sour, tart. They want the foods to be exact, which is probably why they like bagel bites. All right, Clayman, do you want to dump the sauce in? So we got some tomato puree. Careful, Clayman. Nice work, bud. All right, do you want to stir it, hon? Can you stir it? Nice job, gentle. Good job. All right, and then I have about 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Do you want to put it in? Go for it. Nice job. Good job, Clayman. And this is just a super easy weeknight recipe. I like to serve it, like I said, with grilled cheese. Just because kids can dip this grilled cheese in. It's great for in the wintertime when you want something nice and warm and comforting. All right, now if your kiddos, again, don't like things in their food, I would leave out the garlic. You can also use an immersion blender to puree everything. So as our soup's heating up, I'm gonna have Clayman season. Do you want to season with some pepper? Shake, shake, shake. Now I'm also, like I said, I'm a speech therapist, so I like to also work on language, not just feeding. So the reason why I'm saying shake, shake, shake every time I add the pepper in is that kids, not only do they have to see a food several times to try it, but they also have to hear a word several times. Kids might have to hear a word 200 times before they say it. So out of habit, I usually label the actions. Shake, shake, shake the pepper in, stir. So not only are they building their repertoire with food, but they're learning new words for their speech. All right, so our soup is just heating up. Jay, do you want to look in here? Now the reason why I added the butter is so many of our kiddos, particularly kiddos on the spectrum, we worry about them getting calories in. So I added in about 1 tablespoon of butter. Butter adds flavor. Kiddos on the spectrum tend to like dairy, and salt. So, and it's also gonna help build up calories. All right, Clayman. So like I said, Clayman, you like cheese, right? Yeah. You like mozzarella cheese on pizza? Yeah. So we'll call this our pizza tomato soup. So we're gonna add in about 1 cup of mozzarella. Let's shake it in. Shake, 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 shake. And we're just gonna stir it. Nice job, Clayman. And then normally, if I have basil, I put some basil in. I usually have a garden and I like to throw in fresh basil. But because I don't have any on hand, I'm using actually just basil pesto. That's also gonna bring some big, bright flavors to this. And it's just got some lemon, and it just adds a little bit more of a depth of flavor. So I'm stirring in some basil pesto. And this cheese is just melting in. And then I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of pecorino romano. Pecorino romano has a funky taste, almost like a more pungent taste than Parmesan. Now, if you don't have pecorino romano, you can add in Parmesan. Everyone has that cracked Parmesan in their cabinet. Do you want to shake some in, hun? Shake, 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 shake. Nice job. And it is heating up. Nice job. We got that cheese melting in. Clayman, come here, hun. And then our last seasoning is we're gonna add in some garlic salt. Do you want to shake it? Nice job. Now, if you have small kids, I would just leave it with that. I'm gonna add my half and half. But Clay and Jay both like spice, so I'm gonna add in this crunchy garlic onion seasoning. It's sold at Trader Joe's. I love it. It's a staple in my household. We put in everything because we just like spice here. But again, if you have small kids, I would leave that out. And if you have kids that like spice, particularly kiddos that have lower muscle tone, they might actually like the pepper. Or kiddos that have had history of reflux, they tend to like spice too. Okay, we have stirred in our soup. Now our last thing is our half and half. Again, half and half is great for adding flavor, adding calories. And if you have a kiddo that's non-dairy, for example, you can leave out the Parmesan. And it would be really nice if you add in coconut milk, because coconut milk also has a ton of calories. And it is also non-dairy, so it's not going to mess with your kid's stomach. So I added in about, a third of a cup of half and half. I want to make sure the cream doesn't separate. Clayman, do you want to stir, hun? And that's really all it is. I like to let it cook down for a little bit. And then, Clayman, would you like to try some, honey?
Yeah.
Now, the secret to Clay soup is, as I said earlier, kids on the spectrum tend to like crunch. They tend to like goldfish, Cheez-Its. So to make this Clay's favorite soup is he likes goldfish on top. It's going to give him that crunch that he loves. Clayman, do you want to sprinkle some goldfish on? And this is a great opportunity to get your kids involved. Let's sprinkle some in like this. I have the colored goldfish because then you could talk about color. I see orange, I see red goldfish. Uh-oh, we dropped some. That crunch is going to give kids oral awareness. And also, it's great for food play. I like to talk about food play a lot with my kids because you can talk about, Clayman, come here. Why don't you take a bite of it? All right, Lola, do you want to try it? Take a bite. Is it good? Do you want to go eat it? All right, go for it.
Yeah.
So the reason also why I like to have the goldfish is you can have a great food play experience. Have the kids splash the goldfish into the soup. You know, talk about the goldfish swimming in the water. That kids love to play with their food, and I really encourage it. There's also new goldfish out there that have vegetables in them, so that's something worth trying. Well, that is all today. We are going to go have lunch, and you have a great day. This is Speech Eats, and I will talk to you later. Bye.